You have not met the Titans of Brazil just yet.
Yeah, the problem is for HSG that they are playing FURIA, who are proving to be extremely dangerous. During the last game, we were talking about how just hard it is to face OLGA in any situation, but I mean, GaBi lit up the scoreboard there on that B bomb site. She was Gabzilla. We'll see if she can do the same as we head to Mirage. FURIA will start though on the T side, so maybe the best is yet to come, but again, they look to dictate the pace, sending headshots straight down mid immediately.
Very fast pace coming out of FURIA. A lot of struggle perhaps. Well, maybe not for HSG. So far, so good. A couple of kills already, but now Marie does fire back. Still looking for a bit of control in this case towards the A-bomb site. And suddenly, the digits are equalized. 3v3, a couple of stacks landed on the head of xiaowu. And suddenly, she is in trouble watching that dark position. Hffo is in CT. Definitely still as possible. The bomb has now been planted.
Great trades on that bomb site. Now they have the information, FURIA. Where is the second player? All right, HSO, she's got the information now. Just needs to try and isolate the fight, but they're moving together to go for the double peek, and it will work. Card pops out and delivers the pistol round. That is 3 from 3 pistol rounds for FURIA so far. If they win all the pistol rounds, it will just make things so much harder for HSG.
Yeah, it's super, super solid thus far. And again, great start coming out, but FURIA are not letting things slip away. They're gonna continue fighting till the bitter end, making sure that they come up top. So with that, pistol round being won, a bomb plant on top of things, we have nice a couple of Galils, an AK, and a Mac-10 in the hands of Marie. She's most likely gonna be going in first, looking in for some nice extra cash.
Patient start from FURIA. And this is what you would expect from a team this strong. They've basically got the entire map covered. In case HSG have got any funky plays in mind, any aggressive plays on an eco or a force buy. I'm not sure if FURIA know what it is just yet. Quietly making their way towards that short position. Not sure that smoke has landed where it was supposed to. I think it should be covering top connector. They will make their way towards B, somewhat uncontested. We can see HFFO is simply trying to spot. But there's one thing that should happen in this round, and that is HSG getting absolutely wrecked because they have not really invested into this one, apart from Hazel with the Desert Eagle. Bombs at her feet. Hold on a second. OLGA has to disengage now with only 11 HP. She needs to wait for her teammates to come through. And where the bomb is, Hazel has such a narrow channel to find these headshots. Very interesting scenario for her. Spots 2 of the 3 players now, wondering where the third one is. Hazel, there she is! Another headshot from Hazel. 20 seconds to plant the bomb. This is going terribly for FURIA now.
There's a rifle on the left. She could pick it up. It could make things a lot more dicey, but she chooses the Deagle instead. Now they're going to be double swinging. It makes things very difficult for Hazel to hold on, but nonetheless, what a try coming out of HSG. And this we have seen actually now a couple of times, that they lose the pistol and then they don't really have that much investment, but they still make things so costly on the side of FURIA on that second round.
Yeah, and that does definitely help alleviate the pressure as they look to find rounds of their own. Because again, sometimes, like if you win your first CT round, you've only got 1 or 2 players surviving. That economical pressure from the T side can really make it hard to get that second round on the board. But if you can get those frags in an eco round, it can make that pressure a little less painful. Let's have a look at FURIA now, looking for their third round. Quite a few flashbangs for the squad. Again, they have a very deliberate pace. Keep an eye on the clock and see how they choose to advance.
Oh, that Molotov. Makes things a bit tricky. xiaowu forced to sit in a smoke. Oh, look at this, looking for an opportunity. But it will be denied. And it will slow down the defense. They were looking for A, information, and B, just a kill. And once again, it is a player advantage. Well, not anymore. Hazel at least spots GaBi. That is the star player from the first map out. And definitely still opportunities at hand for HSG.
Yeah, Hazel's in trouble here because Murray is lurking. She's looking for it, but the AK will deliver that big headshot. And that makes GFI's position even more difficult now because we know how good HSG are flashing for GFI when she's in that CT spot on the A bomb site and T's are on the site. But now she's got no one to throw those flashes for her. Makes it really hard to peek. And with only 2 players, it's hard to do anything at this point. So you can see HFFO is trying to run distraction by showing presence from mid to allow GFI to creep through. But there are 2 players here. Will she find a second one? No, but there's information for HFFO. And now we're down to the 1 versus 2. She knows it's a bomb planter. But where is Car? Suddenly by Tetris, she rings the bell but can't get the follow-up. So close, down to the wire. But it will be another round for FURIA.
So incredibly close. I believe for a second it could be possible. But the shots in a moment like that need to be crisp, it needs to be clean. And again, this mid-hole, the mid-presence coming out of FURIA is so solid. They have a lot of map control to start with, which is very difficult. You know, you were talking about the support flashes, but then the defense just completely separated from one another, and it chips away a lot of time.
Yeah, the pop flash play for xiaowu going into mid as well didn't really work as intended. Trying to find her way around the smoke, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. The trade was almost inevitable. And again, only getting 1 frag from that just isn't enough there. You need to find 2 as a CT or get out of there. If you're going to 4 though, I think you need 2 from that situation. But you don't know how awkward it's going to be until you're out there. So unfortunate for HSG. Fast start for FURIA here. On the road to 4. There is a deagle in hand though, in the hands of GFI on this occasion. We saw what Hazel could do. But we've also seen what GFI can do. But of course, the chances are low here. FURIA moving into the A-bomb site with good time. Plenty of time on the clock to clean up any messes that might come through.
There was a good hit actually by Argent upon Car. Hazel will pick that one up. Oh, well, not before she gets taken out as well. A couple of kills might come through. But again, the after plan, FURIA are hungry for every single play on the side of HSG. And now she has been spotted. Well, here we go. That's another one in the bag, but not for long. FURIA with another round upon the board. They are going to continue to stack up. But this next round will be important. Hazel can afford an AWP, in fact. And it's going to be funny to see if Car, she has not been missing so far. And I have a feeling, I mean, she has been looking a lot more solid in comparison to yesterday. And Hazel, she gets outplayed a lot of times actually by the utility on the side of FURIA.
Yeah, we have seen, oh, there's no time to even talk about it. Hazel's made her way towards short, but OLGA does not lose Jules. Look at her go. Absolutely melting HSG. They're just trying to find a round on their CT side, but OLGA, just the only word she knows is no as far as her opponent is concerned. Denial on all fronts. Now they've got the numbers advantage. Moving into the B bomb site. HFFO needs to try and dance around these pillars, and she is bringing her team back into this round.
Suddenly a player advantage, but not for long. Isa at least grabs that kill upon HFFO. But already the rotation has come through. We have a player in short and a player in market. Pretty good positions, and the bomb hasn't been planted yet. Actually, also as far as utility goes, not that much still to work with. At least a smoke to delay things. But the pressure is on xiaowu. She drops the bomb. Oh, not expecting another player to be there. And that means a trade comes through. The bomb has been picked up, and GaBi can get the hell out of there.
Yeah, that frag opens up the entire map for GaBi, and she's going to be planting the bomb on the A bomb site. She has to read that the other CT will be there. GFI notorious in that CT position, coming through from jungle on this occasion. Now, with the angle GFI has, she knows that no one is shadow or ramp, so she just needs to worry about triple, most likely, and CT. There's a small chance could be default, but unlikely in the eyes of GFI, who carries a defuse kit as well, hunting for the angle. But GaBi, oh, not on this occasion. GFI in the clutch. Both 2 big clutches. We saw so much from GaBi on Dust 2, but this time it's GFI's turn to get around on the board for her team. But you could see the pressure on her face.
Yeah, a small sense of relief as well, but You have a feeling you should be winning this a bit more comfortably, because still the money is looking rough on the side of HSG, not being able to reinvest into an op this time around. So to really get your CT side going, you need consecutive rounds, you need that money. But because they have actually been consistently grabbing a couple of kills here and there, even on their eco rounds, the FURIA's money is not too great actually.
Yeah, this is a big round for them. Again, as we mentioned before, you can't just win one when you're on the comeback, especially on the CT side of Mirage, where you have to try and get a lion's share of rounds. Let's see what they do now. Got to pick their risks carefully, HSG. They only have 3 flashbangs in hand, but they do have a woman advantage now that xiaowu has dropped car. Having a look through, Hazel with the AK-47 will take down Olga. We know how big a frag that is, but GaBi is still here. Not for long, though. Momentum in HSG's favor. 5 alive for the time being. A MAC-10 and an AK to try and turn things around here. We've got incendiaries towards Tetris to force them into the light where they will be punished by GFI.
Oh, Marie! She was so desperate for the AK to hope that she could still contest long range. It's absolutely been denied, and this is what we need to be seeing, a good, clean round coming out of HSG. And that certainly is a bit of a confidence boost to really get you going. FURIA now, most likely, no money at all. And hopefully they can now crawl back.
FURIA will take a timeout. Again, could be to discuss, could just be to break the momentum. HSG grew with power real fast, and we know what they can do when they are confident. We've seen what they can do on the CT side of Mirage, and now they're gaining the tools to do that. No AWP just yet, but they've got full utility, of course, coming into this round. Now, they've had some difficult situations in that mid position. You can see xiaowu is so important in connect up. An earlier round where she had some difficulty again, going through the smoke with a flash, but quite a lot of variance on that occasion. But now they can stabilize and keep things close early on, as we've got the Glock swinging out. But again, we see that space created for Olga to dome Hazel. And they could take as many risks as they want, FURIA, in this round. Swarming all over that mid position. xiaowu, got to be careful. The continuation taps there are real important. We speak about the depth of knowledge with GFI, but xiaowu showing her prowess as well. Khan now with the deagle. This has got very expensive indeed. They swing out together to stop the bleeding, but how much have they bled? 3 players lost to a pistol round from FURIA.
Yeah, it is almost as if it's now a reverse. You know, we saw HSG get quite a lot of damage on their own pistol round. But the problem is, the previous round before this, HSG have survived with all 5 of them. That means as far as the economy goes, they're not going to be hurting too much. Whereas with FURIA, it was a little bit different. And they still actually cannot afford a counter-op. Hazel will have her own. But that means that there are certainly opportunities here to get the scoreline equalized. Oh, but the spacing. OLGA has creeped in very far already.
They know where she is, and she's still getting kills. What is happening there from GFI? She's going to be really frustrated with that one. Now the split is on. Well, Olga's been dropped actually, so they're just coming in from the apps, but that might be enough because the numbers game is here, and Hffo's been dropped. Argent, if she commits to the bomb site, she won't have much in the name of help, looking towards the window, but having to fall back to ladder.
Ideally, you want to continue with the distraction in market because they're already very much aware a potential flank could come in. Argent hopes to keep them busy, but again, the numbers... Oh, well, Hazel or Car does get off of the position, still looks away and gets the kill up on xiaowu. Very much an important one, but Argent questions how much can she still do? A 1 versus 3, she needs more to be finding, and it's not going to be happening this time around. FURIA, just again, the aggressiveness, the power plays, OLGA's positioning there, just looking for space for the rest of the team, and it's paying off.
I wonder if HSG want to maybe try and get the AWP into connector. We've seen them try and hop up towards short, but that means Olga's coming for you. She's so dangerous, just charging up that short position. They knew she was around a ladder area. I think the CTs broke the vent through the smoke, and that just caused an instant punish from OLGA. But again, not breaking the the vent there. At least you have an idea of where OLGA isn't. But again, from short, she is proving instrumental round after round for FURIA. Pistols once more for HSG. The money's a bit weird in this round. They have opted for Desert Eagle smokes and such. There's a kit for xiaowu as well. So we'll see if that comes into play. And again, if we went back to EG's Mirage, for example, there's lots that they can learn from what we're seeing in this particular map on the T side. Again, with the pistols, the wide swinging in mid to give OLGA the space to land that Deagle headshot earlier on. Of course, she's here with the AK now, dropping Hazel. The Molotov towards the end of the balcony, forcing the smoke to be used, but there's just more detail in this Mirage already that we're seeing from FURIA.
I do like this though, because HSG instantly respond, they delay things towards the A-bomb site. Now, of course, the problem with this is mid is completely open, completely uncontested, and that means that as soon as that smoke will fade, they have an opportunity to go towards the B-bomb site. Now, 2 CTs certainly are aware they're not leaving it completely empty at all, but the problem, of course, is the weaponry, the utility. A lot has already been used. Now, Argent has been taken out, completely neutralized the whole entirety of the B defense, which means they will have a saved AK that they could opt here for. And maybe GFI, yeah. I mean, she does have Kevlar, she has a Deagle. I think it is best to just keep that in hand. Too much of an investment, and HSG just needs to go and try again the next.
Organized crime from FURIA on the T side in that round. Really nice to simply watch them in a coordinated take of a bomb site. Nothing taken for granted. Plenty of focus. Limiting risk as best they can. They move to 6. This is such a great matchup so far. We can see that HSG is certainly up against it, as they should be facing FURIA. Such a strong squad. It's got to be one of the favorites for the whole tournament. And this is an invaluable experience for HSG, win or lose, but they are fighting for it. They are not out of this by any means. They're coming in for their next full buy now. And this is plenty of data. They could still end up with 9 rounds from this half. They just have to absorb all the information they're getting, all of those plays from OLGA towards short, and figure out the best way to deal with them.
And once again, it's reversed. This time the open hands of Car, not in the hands of Hazel. But we have also seen her strike very well, even with just an M4 in her hand. Again, it's going to be xiaowu trying to get something going towards middle. Bit of information gained. And then having the backup of Argent there as well. Very heavy focus, because mid has been a bit of a problem for HSG.
A change of pace from FURIA. Again, we've seen more than once OLGA just sprint up to that short position. Maybe they'll give HSG an increased focus in mid, looking for that. But of course, we can see that FURIA maybe playing against expectations now with a slower approach, a resmoke of the window. But what is their next play? Could be a top connector smoke. Could be a jungle smoke from OLGA. It is OLGA, sorry. It is a top connector smoke. My lineup is slightly different. There'll be frags coming in from both sides now as they smoke the window again. 48 seconds for FURIA to make their play as they head towards the A bomb site. But before the bomb even gets there, the bomb site's been lost as far as HSG are concerned.
He's very much aware for Marie that he loves to lurk on this map. Oh, Argent is the one to go down. Hazel looking for a response. At least she will get that, but still the numbers might outplay here. FURIA still remain the player advantage, and Hffo is left with another clutch. Though the time is certainly of the essence. 20 seconds, the bomb will now be planted. But there's not that much utility to work with, or perhaps time to set themselves up. Hffo, oh, I think she spotted a player straight there. That's a nice kill to get up first. But now the question is, where is that last one? She's looking desperately towards Tetris, having a feeling, not checking dark at all. Her back is turned, and GaBi knows. She hears the footsteps, and she could play this by the book.
Surely there's no way. She just didn't think about Shadow at all. Very, very unfortunate. There was a wide swing in there, but tunnel vision on the ramp allows FURIA to get an easier finish to that round. That was a big opportunity for HSG, but a very unfortunate result. Only 3 rounds from 10 on their CT side. Now they'll take a tactical timeout as their money is difficult once more. Indeed, no AWP in that round prior. Looking real difficult for HSG now, but again, There are plenty of rounds remaining in this half, but that won't be true for long.
xiaowu actually having definitely a better impact this time around in comparison to Dust2. I think she was a bit quiet. So she has been definitely winning a lot of angels towards mid, but then when it comes to the trade game, Argent I think is a little bit weaker. Who actually yesterday had a phenomenal game on on Mirage. So it's a bit gutting to see that she can't quite live up to that same standard that we saw them play with yesterday.
This is quite a dangerous buy from HSG. They have a lot of utility, which they can potentially use to slow down FURIA. But FURIA, again, they're good with pace.
Oh.
Iza eats that one. She's been spotted, but she has help here from GaBi. She is not alone. And again, FURIA, they're just too strong. They just don't have the weaknesses that many other teams do. You have to work real hard to catch them off guard and find some kills here. Great support for each other in the Palace position. They're just so well drilled. Deagle doesn't last for long. This will be a brief anti-eco run, it looks like. Argent won't have the range of that Desert Eagle, of course, with the 5-7. FURIA marching towards an 8th round on the board, but again, like, as difficult as this is, it is this difficult for a reason for HSG, and it's because FURIA are such a strong team. They're a well-organized team. They're an efficient team. They minimize their mistakes. They work hard to be so strong. It is hard to steal frags off of them, let alone rounds.
Spacing just seems to be so good. The team play, each and every single time that the player seems to be struggling a little bit in a certain situation, if they get overwhelmed, there always seems to be backup, no matter where they are. There is trade potential, and often, especially if you have a player like OLGA, it lands in multi-kills as well, so they grab that player advantage. And yeah, when you're going to outnumber HSG, it's going to be a rough affair. Now, Hazel is back on the op, but so far hasn't been able to show off that much with the big green gun.
Not shy to go for the short position once again is Hazel. Notice her angles. Finally, some success for them. You can see GFI is here for support as well. Careful with the Molotov. Stuck in the smoke, actually, but no harm done because, of course, there is an AWP lurking in mid. So we have an advantage for HSG. You can see Mari is looking for something, and she will find what she's looking for. Hazel drop. That's a big frag. Hunting for more now with that AK, but Hffo will be able to hold things down.
Maria's been peeking that angle quite a fair bit, and this time around, Hffo has lost her life a couple of times, but right now, she knows better. Wins the duel. With that, they remain a player advantage, but still not aware of the spacing of FURIA at all. Mid is completely left open. Oh yeah, and then you're gonna have your back turned. So, opportunities once again. Oh, a potential bomb plant denial. There we go. A kill for xiaowu, a kill for Hffo. And suddenly, Car, she is all left by herself, dancing around, not sure what to do, where to look at. And HSG got another round on the board. Certainly one they needed, and they are happy with that one.
That turned around in the best way for HSG. Maybe a breakdown in communication. Argent just exposing herself a little too much. Expecting nobody in that mid position, but it worked out okay thanks to GFI just taking the matter into her own hands. Such an important piece for HSG. Still 7 rounds possible for HSG. 8 in the bag for FURIA already. Very successful T side for them. They'll be looking for more, but we have a good buy here for HSG. Hazel on the AWP once again in the apartment. Just needs to think about the timing here because she is being looked for, or someone is, by Car, who continues to creep forward. So we have a standoff at present. Not sure if they're aware of each other, but again, FURIA are patient. They will give HSG a rope for which to hang themselves with.
Once again, OLGA is so close. She hears footsteps as well. And she goes completely unchecked. No one is looking towards connector. There we go. That's the free kill. And that is also GFI completely out, who has been doing also a great job on the side of the CTs to get some control going. She was looking towards mid because heavy presence towards B. But if you take one part of the map, that is going to cost you at the ladder end. Now Hazel, though, at least a good kill, and they instantly got to back out. They don't want to be facing it up. Instead, they have a lot of range towards mid and A.
Yeah, FURIA were hoping to pull rotation after that frag, but an AWP in position raises a number of questions. Are there more players towards A and AWPs in an aggressive angle towards the apartments? Either way, they've made their way onto the A bomb site. We don't have GFI and CT, and we don't have HFFO either, because OLGA is the person there dueling, and it's almost impossible to win a duel versus OLGA. That's what the stats say in the first map, as far as the entries are concerned. Nastiness from OLGA is a consistent for FURIA, and it is such a strong tool in the toolbox.
Once again, the multi-kills come through. 13 for her already on top of the server as of right now. Marie even gets Hazel out of the equation. Yeah, that means they're only going to be saving in M4, which is not very ideal. The money... I mean, there's two players right now on the side of HSG that can afford to buy. I think with the M4 in play, they could still opt to go for it, because at this point, you need rounds on the board. FURIA has already 9, and again, similar like the previous map, we could have double digits again for the Brazilian squad.
Yep, they'll have the money for a pretty reasonable buy, but again, this is this is a painful experience for HSG, because I know that GFI and co will study this series. So where she conceded her position with the sound cues there, I would be surprised if she ever makes a mistake like that again.
Yes.
Once this match is done. But the problem is fixing it before the match is over. OLGA again catches GFI trying to make her way back towards connector. You can see HSG looking to get an early frag, but they will be the recipient instead of the bullets from OLGA, who has been so dominant in this mid position so far. But it's not over just yet. There's a pop flash and a swing for xiaowu, who will find some position for HSG.
So you can easily see FURIA looking for a bit of a change in their game plan. Marie looking for an opening. Again, it has to be on the back of OLGA instead. Keeps the numbers even. But OLGA, she doesn't stay alive for much longer, which means HSG this time around is outnumbering FURIA. And the only option they have is to group up. They're going to go back straight in the hands of HFFO. Still there, looking for a bit of a scout. And, even a flashbang. GaBi doesn't get that much going at all. The bomb is in hands of the CTs. Hopefully, she can get a kill or two. But it certainly is not going to come easy. A lot of angles to be checking here. And you know, there's still at least a player close. Where is she at? Not in the traditional position at all. A bit of an off angle. And HFFO can easily pick up that kill. That means another round up on the board for them. And also seems that, yeah, well, the buys, it's going to be a bit iffy on the site now for FURIA.
There will be a timeout for FURIA in this round. This is crucial. This is super, super crucial for HSG. Every round they can claw towards the end here is huge for them. 5 to 9 at present. Potential for 6 rounds for HSG at half time. Mixed bag in the money for FURIA as they try to figure things out. I don't know what to expect in the second half. I think that the score, regardless of if it's 10-5 or 9-6, I think it's going to be close enough that we are certainly going to have a game on our hands. And that is quite exciting. But where will we go? As we can see, Argent has had... I think she often does her best work on the CT side, but she's only got 2 kills at the moment. Again, very hard existence versus the likes of OLGA, who again is running up short, and it's Hazel's time to be the victim. And there goes Argent as well.
OLGA is not scared whatsoever, just continuing, spots another player, and to her, it doesn't even matter. She continues to frag out of her mind, and yet it leaves just a single B anchor to deal with all that pressure by herself. It's so incredibly hard, and even though, I mean, this is the thing. They just had that time, and on the back of that, they know exactly what the weakness is of HSG. It is these types of power plays, the control that seems to be coming out of FURIA time and time again. Now 2 players, GFI at least grabs one, xiaowu another, and suddenly there might still be a chance.
Trying to move together, OLGA dropped, leaving GaBi. Gabzilla in the 1 versus 2. Do they know where she is? A smoke on the bomb, and that's the first headshot. She's surely going to find the second one, just not the health there. And GaBi will finish off the job. 10 rounds at halftime for FURIA. Can HSG make the comeback on the T side? Find out after the break.
Out the oven, I'm piping hot. Get too close and you might get shocked. Told everybody sit back, just watch while I climb all the way to the top. Oh no, no, I can't just pass by, cause my electric glow, it shines too bright. And everywhere I go, I catch all eyes. They must have never seen a goddess in plain sight. Ooh, want too much for you. A whole lot of power in these high heel shoes. Ooh, shining how I choose, cause I rule the world and my girls do too. Too much for you. You're gonna need shades to enjoy this view. Ooh, shining how I choose, cause I rule the world and my girls do too. Excuse me while I take the floor. Spotlight shining, it's my show. And you gon' love me a little bit more, cause I got that electric glow. Didn't know it, now you know. Want you vibing with my flow. You ain't never gonna let it go. Don't you see my electric glow? Fresh out the oven, I'm sparkling. Lighting up every room I walk in, so intelligent, all I do is win. Didn't hear me before, let me say it again. No, 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 I can't just pass by, cause my electric glow, it shines too bright. And everywhere I go, I catch all eyes. They must have never seen me light up the night sky. Ooh, want too much for you. A whole lot of power in these high heel shoes. Ooh, shining how I choose, cause I rule the world and my girls do too. Ooh, want too much for you. You're gonna need shades to enjoy this view. Ooh, shining how I choose, cause I rule the world and my girls do too. Excuse me while I take the floor. Spotlight shining, it's my show. And you gon' love me a little bit more, cause I got that electric glow. Didn't know it, now you know. Want you vibing with my flow. You ain't never gonna let it go. Once you see my electric glow. Once you see my electric glow. See my electric glow. My electric glow. Once you see my electric glow.
Sunsets, high rise, you know you're on the floor, diamonds, good light, walking the golden door. Everybody knows that you want it more, more. Ice cold to the touch, we're gonna burn it down, bodies so hot until we hit the ground. Everybody knows that you want it more.
I think it's reasonable to say that HSG are in the most difficult series of their careers versus a FURIA who are storied, who are one of the favourites and who have managed to solve HSG's CT side and find a massive gap in short. But now the tides change and HSG will be the aggressors on the T side. Will we see some hard counters from the likes of FURIA, who will have OLGA again looking for more? Absolutely merciless is OLGA, but she'll be denied on this occasion.
This time around, the plays look really solid on the side of HSG, but very much a back and forth affair. GaBi now finds the kill upon xiaowu, but nonetheless, they're gonna make a run for this A-bomb site. The CTs are a bit stuck in CT and jungle. And Hazel, ooh, like this forward positioning. Perhaps an opportunity at hand for her. But Marie also, we have seen her so quick on the trigger. Isa and Marie get one each. And GFI left alone at middle. Now, she can catch the cross here, perhaps. That's a nice tap. Looking for 2 more. But that smoke gonna create a bit of confusion, and hopefully, oh, they wanna stick this bomb.
Oh my God!
GFI with the clutch coming out. They were so desperate for kills there, FURIA, hoping to get something going. Mid the smoke, the ideas were there, but then you have a player like GFI to deny it.
That was absolutely insane from GFI. She lost both her plays in CZ. You could see the frustration on her face. She's like, all right, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. The bombs weren't even planted for her. She understands the task. Constantly moving. It's so hard to go up the stairs like that and find the frag. That was absolutely ridiculous from GFI. She leads by example. An entire continent on her back. That is unreal.
That is also now the first pistol that FURIA has lost. They have won every single one thus far. But leave it up to GFI to take that all away from you, which also means a good way into the second half. Got the economy going. But also FURIA with a force buy on their end, looking for opportunities with the MP9s, the Deagles. We have seen a couple of very crisp shots coming out of the FURIA side. And so far, HSG being patient, not showing a lot of presence at all. Looking for this A execute.
The smokes are up, but this angle from Marie could be a problem. Now, someone's going to have to be close to xiaowu to... Well, you can't even trade that one. One dig and she's out of there. And she's playing a bait setup as well. If Marie goes down, do they even check Shadow? Because Car is baiting. Yes, they do. Argent's coming through with 3. That's the Argent we need to see. Only 2 kills in the first half, but she has come alive when it really counts.
Similar like on Dust 2, we saw this. Argent a bit quiet in the beginning. But exactly when the moments matter the most, she can still step up. And this is such a difficult task now. Isa and GaBi looking for some kills at hand. And they certainly are aware of positionings. But the MP9 is such a difficult weapon to work with when it comes down to those long-range duels. And the time, each and single moment is gonna snip and snatch away. Does escape with 1 more kill, but not for much longer. GFI will find that one. And they have an 8k and a Galil at least saved, which means nice extra economy going for HSG, and it's absolutely gone now for FURIA.
I don't know about you, Fearless, but I'm still recovering from that pistol round. Like, GFI, what is the skill ceiling for her? I have no idea. We've spent so much time talking about OLGA, about GaBi, Gabzilla, but GFI, I don't even... Like, that's unbelievable, the situation she put her team in. They have their backs against the wall. This is maximum pressure versus a Goliath in FURIA. But look at the situation they're in now. Again, it was so key they got enough rounds, despite how difficult that CT side was, despite how breached their short was. They got enough rounds to give themselves a great chance in this half if they can deliver the round. So far, so good.
OLGA was looking for an opportunity there, had the Zeus at hand, hoping that there were players going to be coming her way. In fact, that was not be the case, and well, with that, FURIA, they're completely taken off guard. They decided to stack A instead with that first kill, with the Stars player out. B, it will have to be.
FURIA did a good job of, I believe it was GaBi in the last round, just making more HSG players die at the end of the round. It wasn't, and again, they understood the mission, which is, I mean, they're such a beacon in that respect, trying to use the numbers here, but they will go into the meat grinder. That is quite the Reuben sandwich on the B bomb site. But to get back to my point, like, FURIA they're like, you know, they are one of the teams, maybe the team. I mean, of course, we have Nigma Galaxy, which are monsters as well, but FURIA are like a gold standard. They really set so many examples in the plays that they do. They just don't give anything for free. They will squeeze everything out that they can from every situation. But they're on the buy now. They've got the AWP onto Car. Now the game really begins in this second half.
I mean, one thing I will have to give HSG here is that they have been really solid when it comes down to when they're on the buy and then actually not really giving anything away. So they end up surviving once again with 5 players, good for the economy. And that means they can still continue to strike now, though. FURIA is going to be trying to apply that pressure. OLGA, ooh, she's looking for an opportunity. They can definitely hear some footsteps and an opportunity missed on the side of Car. And it will once again have to be OLGA. She swings and GaBi with 2 frags as well. This potential offense could crumble really quickly.
GFI trying to find an angle. Hazel on the side now, but she just can't finish it off. GFI has a chance though. 2 players are so low. There goes OLGA. 2 more to find. She has a minute on the clock, using triple as cover to try and have a look towards connector. She doesn't know where both players are. Trying to find out some information now, dropping a flashbang. She needs a response from these CTs. GFI looking for the last one. She's found Izza, but Izza will find the frag. So dangerous in the clutch. She almost got there, almost, but not quite.
Once again, the deadly headshots are coming out. But the struggle was just simply there that the defense again is on point. We had OLGA using that smoke to her advantage. Then the timing coming in out of GaBi as well to just help out the team. They were struggling a little bit with the initial push, but a great recovery coming out of FURIA. And with that, 11-8. Again, the advantage remains on the side of the CTs, but the money not gone just yet for HSG, so they can try again.
OLGA is a menace, and I really think, like, for me, a mental head-to-head here is OLGA and GFI, both just captains for their squads in their presence and what they do on the server, in how they take rounds by the scruff of the neck. But GaBi is so dangerous as well. And again, she doesn't like people coming to her bomb site, and she will deny them. But that smoke is up, and there will be a chance if they can find some frags. There are support grenades coming through from the apartments, but GaBi's got the angles for another kill.
Once again outnumbered, and xiaowu does still continue. A nice clean kill, and perhaps more at hand. There's a player close, but Car does swing, and OLGA comes in with the backup. It is once again looking solid on the side of FURIA. Sure, they lose a couple of players initially. Things get a bit dicey, but they always seem to find a way back in to recover.
Sending it into the B bomb site, but the problem is, like, where is the weakness if there is one for FURIA? GaBi was running hot on Dust 2 around that B bomb site, especially in the awkward situations where she had to find 2. She did find 2 almost every time. And she will continue to hold things down here. I feel like she just gets angrier the more times you head towards her bomb site. She just gets more dangerous to deal with. And this will be a horrible round for HSG because it is Eco going through a smoke, and there's none other than GaBi to punish them. How dare you head towards her bomb site, she says, through the passage of her M4A1.
Oh.
Looking for that final kill, and she'll get that as well as FURIA make their way to 13.
Nice eco ace coming out of GaBi. She had the bomb control as well, so it was nearly impossible for HSG to still recover into that round. I mean, this was the thing. They had ideas, they were flashing over, not expecting a player to be this close. And then you're going straight into the meat grinders. So we are back to square one with a 10-5 half with 5 rounds difference between these teams. And sure, HSG had a good start initially in this second half, but we're back to FURIA being 5 rounds in the lead, only 3 rounds away from winning this entire series.
GFI versus OLGA again. GFI wins on this occasion, but they have lost the bomb. They have time to recover it. They can opt for frags elsewhere. Now, they could get tunnel vision on the ramp because we've got 2 players around that bomb, but they have to think about the people who might be creeping in that direction as well. xiaowu doesn't care though, looking for the frag, and she's here for the trade. The dream's collapsing in this round for FURIA. Car announces her position with that AWP. Battle sniper mode, trying to land a fatal connection. Neither team can do so just yet. Surely they go for a double peek here if they can get position from the Palace. GFI again started the round, finished the round with frags onto OLGA and Car respectively.
Just very nice team play coming out of HSG there. The trades seem to be present. Even though I do like the idea that FURIA had, you know, that we're going for this swing into into ramp, trying to deal with the presence of HSG, but simply being outnumbered. And with that, HSG creep closer once again. But the important thing, especially for their economy, is to win consecutive rounds. That was their strength last time around against CLG, but this start, not too good already.
We spoke about OLGA and GaBi. I think xiaowu is the right-hand woman for GFI. Not ready for the incendiary in the smoke, though. Creating a gap, and OLGA is always hunting. So hungry for frags, and she'll be given one as Hazel tries to walk through a smoke there.
Oh.
That is bad for your health when OLGA is creeping, and GFI has got so much to do here. Too many targets. That one collapsed real quick in that mid position.
Once again, OLGA is feeling the vibes. And that was just such a smart play, knowing that HSG love to play through mid and definitely like to play into that A crunch. But then, swinging onto that second player as well, I'm just losing my mind time and time again. It just goes unpunished. She is in these so hyper-aggressive spots, but HSG seem to not get a lot of trades out of that at all.
Lots of support at the front for FURIA as well. And they are giving the crowd what they're looking for. Such a strong performance. 2 rounds away from victory, 2 rounds away from a seat in the final are FURIA. And HSG are in a very difficult position. They don't have the money for a full buy. They more or less have to concede match point to FURIA here. But they do have some dangerous pistols. They will buy what they can. There's an eagle for GFI. Big swing from Hffo in the mid position. Maybe trying to draw the focus of more CTs in this direction. As we can see, there appears to be a focus towards A, but their mid lurker has been dealt with.
Already out, and you can instantly see the response. Oh, well, maybe not. We actually have that window player that was taking a bit of a peek towards B, but perhaps expecting more of a fast play approach. Nonetheless, this hold so far seems solid. Car and GaBi, 2 kills each. And with that, map and series point for FURIA. They are at the bridge. Also, shout out to B4 sitting here in the crowd supporting the fellow Brazilians. And, well, yeah, FURIA, only a single round. They have a lot of chances now to close it out.
They do. Got to be feeling a little more comfortable now, but you have to keep that foot on the pedal. Offer no mercy to your opponent. The door is closing for HSG, but maybe they can kick it back open again. They'll have to do it a number of times here. 9 to 15. AK's out for most. Galil for 1. They've got the utility. We know how good their A executes are. The flashes towards CT later on as they move through the site are really, really sharp if they can get that far. Car is lurking with an AWP. Flashed in CT, but she still delivers a frag. xiaowu, the first to fall. And OLGA is here as well. Forced away by the flashbang, but Mari can pick up the slack here, creating some space with the smoke, and this is going to be very difficult for HSG.
The Molotov completely missed the dark position, so that means that Marie can still strike, and now together with OLGA, they are getting kill after kill, and FURIA marched to the end, 16-9, and what a performance. They are certainly happy with this one, and they were still, of course, met with a lot of aggression, a lot of good plays. Only this time around, HSG, they sadly do fall short.
FURIA booked their seats in the grand final here at ESL Impact, and it was quite the run from HSG. I'm sure they're going to be sad with the loss, but